Red Steel 2 and Red Steel as a whole, guys, was a first person shooter game that was a hack and slash game that was pretty special in my opinion. I really enjoyed this title, and it was one that I really would have loved to see a continuation of in some form or another. At least have a third title to kind of round out the trilogy. I think could have been really special. But I want to talk in this segment of the show about what happened to Red Steel and could we see a potential return to this franchise at some point or another. So let's get into it. So guys, this is a title, Red Steel 2 being the most recent of games in this series, came out in 2010. And with that being said, guys, obviously we've talked about this many times, but the two things that can really help or hurt a franchise is number one, the sales of the game, and number two is going to be the reception. And so the first thing obviously is going to be, we're going to look at the reception. We'll look at the numbers as well, but the reception of this title was pretty good. I mean, when you look at Metacritic, it was 80 out of 100. That's pretty good. Destructoid gave it an 8.5 out of 10. You have Eurogamer giving it a 7 out of 10. Game Informer, 8 out of 10. I mean, you'll look at then Game Trailers, 8.6 out of 10. IGN, pretty much an 8.5 out of 10. And I mean, overall, the worst review that you got for it was really Edge and Eurogamer, who gave it a 7 out of 10. So overall, the reception was pretty great. Now, obviously, guys, when we look at the future of this title and what's been talked about, in April 2010, a French website spread a rumor that a sequel was in development, according to a Nintendo magazine. Jason Vandenberg feels enthusiastic about making a sequel, but said that the current state of the motion control market does not yet justify making a sequel. There were rumors at the time that a sequel would likely be a Wii exclusive and makes use of the Wii Vitality sensor. Since the launch of the Wii U, no further news of a sequel has surfaced. So pretty much, guys, the Wii, obviously we know that the Wii is no longer really even relevant at this point because of the Nintendo Switch. And so unless they come out with a new Wii console at some point, it's like, are they going to bring Red Steel 2 and like maybe remaster these for the Switch and then maybe bring a Red Steel 3 into the fray at some point? It feels like Red Steel, all in all, was almost like a forgotten title. It was a title that was totally forgotten about after that transition from the Wii to the Switch happened. And that's a really unfortunate thing. This is another title that was, exclusive to the Wii. And obviously, guys, I've talked about the console exclusives. It's really an unfortunate ordeal because I want there to be having console exclusives is good to a degree, but at the same time, if you really want to reach the full potential of a game, that being like the full-blown ecosystem that this thing could build, you want to have it on multiple consoles so that everyone gets a chance to play it. And so obviously Red Steel 2 wasn't given that opportunity. I would really like to see that moving into Red Steel 3. Could this be something we get in the future? I absolutely think it is. I think it's something that we could see, but it feels like it's been almost forgotten by the developers, by the publishers. And so I really hope this is something that they decide to bring out in this current landscape of gaming, because I think it definitely deserves to play a part in this gaming ecosystem at this point in time. But like I said, guys, I'll keep you guys all informed as further information comes out, which obviously there's not a lot of information that's come out over the past number of years. But let me know, guys, do you think we'll get a Red Steel 3 at some point or another? Or do you think this game is in a limbo state or a state of no return? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And for more Red Steel 3 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.